Hello babes, how are you guys? I'm so excited for this video because you guys have been waiting for it and asking for it. So this is gonna be my first ever bottle girl cash stuffing. So exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. I got paid today and it is a Friday, and I want to get into it because right after this I'm gonna have to start getting ready to go to work. And I'm gonna go to work an hour and a half earlier because I'm gonna have a meeting with my manager, and yeah, maybe I'll shed some light on what's going on. But right after this I do have to get ready, so I still wanted to make sure that I did this as soon as possible for you guys because I know how much you guys have been waiting for it. So the amount that I made so far since I started working as a bottle girl is $1,239. This is already with some taxes already taken out, so this is my net pay. I gotta say, I wish it was a little bit more, but as I mentioned before, I only got paid 20% of what the actual servers get paid. And so let me see, I've worked 6 shifts already. If you divide it out, I made about like $206 per day. But a little like insight on how much I made: the first 5 shifts I was still a trainee. I didn't pass the test just yet, so I was still training for the test. As a trainee, you only get paid 20% of what the actual servers get paid, so it wasn't until my 6th shift that I got paid the full amount. With my calculations, I made about $650 that day, and that's, you know, before taxes and stuff. I think it won't be until my next couple of videos of Bottle Girl that I can actually give you guys an average. My assumption or my estimation of how much I get paid will be about like $500 give and take. But anyways, so we have $1,239 today. Let me go ahead and count this for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 11, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,200, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's sort this out real quick. And this is actually going to be a pretty quick stuffing in comparison to my other stuffings. And that's just because there's only 1 binder versus 3 binders to stuff. For Bottle Girl, I get paid every 2 weeks. Although the videos are going to be short, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of a story time. I know some of you guys do enjoy my story times of my 9-to-5 job, so I wanted to include a little bit of a story time for anything that's relevant or poppin' or anything that I just experienced through the weekend. I'll go ahead and let you guys know about it. Just want to make sure that you guys are, you know, with me on this journey and get to experience it through me. I have a really juicy story already this weekend, so we'll get into that. The binder that we're going to be stuffing is our beautiful blue binder, which is our new binder. We're also going to be stuffing our 100 savings challenge envelope, and I'm so happy to start stuffing this. All right, and then we can work through all these envelopes that I'm going to be stuffing. Today in the taxes, I'm going to be stuffing 137. So how I calculated that is, let me grab the money real quick. So I want to make sure that I pay about 25% of my income into taxes. Of course, every time I get paid, the taxes do fluctuate. This round, when I got paid, it was about 16% that I paid into taxes. And so I just did the difference and calculated that through. And this is what I got, 137 for taxes. I want to make sure that I hit 25% because I heard that once you get a second job, you do pay higher in taxes. I don't know how true that is. but we shall see at the end of the year how much more I'm gonna pay in taxes. And then at the end of the year, if I don't use any of this money, I'm gonna reallocate it, or I'm gonna do something interesting with all the money that I accumulate if I don't have to pay back my taxes. So that's gonna be really fun, but 137 is a really good chunk. And yeah. So we got that. For the me envelope, we're gonna put $40 in here. This me envelope is basically just an envelope for me to give back to myself. I'm working really hard and I want to make sure that I am spoiling myself as well. I don't want to just keep stuffing for necessities, you know what I mean? So I want to make sure I give back to myself, and $40 out of $1,200 really isn't that much, but I'm still on the stricter side of myself because I do want a lot of things in life. I'm gonna just say $40 right now is okay. Hopefully in the future it will increase. Drip is gonna be getting $19. I'm taking money from my paycheck and putting it into the drip envelope just in case that I need new jewelry for work, or you know, just to spice things up. And I still consider this a necessity, but also an expense for being a bottle girl, because if not, I actually don't buy that much jewelry. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and $19. Let me get into the story time for you guys. I had work last weekend and I think it was Saturday, and I was like, all right, I am so tired. I'm ready to call it a night. This is the 6th shift that I had, so this is the final shift before my paycheck, whatever. I grab all my stuff, and usually I just, right when I go upstairs and I'm changing out of my bottle girl uniform, I literally just jump right into my sweats, my sandals, and like dip right away. And the girls, they all stay there in case there's cash tips. They actually get paid that night. Like the bottle girl lead or supervisor will go inside the room with the manager and then count all the tips and then split it amongst however many girls are there. And when I was training as a trainee, I didn't get any cash tips. I only got, you know, the service fee charge, which I mean, all in all by itself is kind of weird, but I ended up staying for like an extra 10 minutes waiting for my cash tips. The girl came, gave the cash tip. It was only like 20 something dollars. I think it was only one table that ended up wanting to pay in cash. All right, bet it's time for me to dip. At this point, it's like 2:15-ish, and our manager literally comes by the door. He's like, post work meeting, and then just leaves. And we're like, what the heck? Like, what is that about? Like, the girls and I were just in the room. I was so fucking tired at this point. My boyfriend had already ordered us a meal back home, and it takes me like a whole hour to get home. So, and then after 30 minutes, the manager was he was nowhere to be found. And so the girls were all just like, when is he coming? Like, is there a time frame? And the VIP manager, so this is a guy, he manages all the girls, right? He comes in and he's like chopping it up, and then the girls are like, do you know what this meeting's about? And he's like, no, I just got up here, I have no idea what's going on. And so he's just like casually talking to the girls, and then he leaves. 10 minutes goes by, no answer from the manager, no answer from our general manager. So the girls are just like, dude, let's just go find out, like, who wants to volunteer to go find out what's going on and if they can give us a time frame. Because at this point, all the girls have been waiting inside the room, including myself, for like 30 minutes already. And we're off the clock too. So we're waiting, not getting paid for it. And so one of the girls goes into the room, checks on the manager, and then she comes back and she's just like, no, like, they're not saying shit. Basically, she just seems really upset. So I already know something went down. And then the VIP manager, the one that was just chopping it up 10 minutes ago in a good mood, comes back in a totally different mood. He comes back in and he's just going off on the girl. He's like, you don't come into the room and tell us that we need to give you a time frame, you know, we're counting money, like blah blah blah. And the girl's just like, dude, we're waiting here for like 30 minutes and like we deserve to have a time frame. Like, that's not fair. You can't just tell us we need to go to a meeting, not tell us anything else, and make us wait here. Like, how long are we gonna wait for? At this point, it's like 2:45 a.m. And he's like, you don't think I want to go home right now? You think I want to stay here? I have to drive home an hour too. He's just like spewing so much emotion, and I commend these girls for keeping their sanity while he was talking, because I was losing my mind. And then he started bringing up like their flaws. You don't bring in tables tables for us? You've been here for how long? And do you know how replaceable you are? Like, just going off on any girl that said something, anything remotely disagreeing with anything he's saying. He just goes off and he just brings in like different situation. I was really quiet because I'm the type of person that I'm very much an observer. I don't say my piece until I kind of absorb and reflect on it, because I used to be a very much a hothead, and I've worked really hard to get away from that and work on myself. In doing so, now it takes me a long time to process my thoughts, because my thoughts that first come in, the first 10 thoughts are very irrational, very emotional, very angry. If I say those things out loud, I know that about myself, so I've learned to take some time to kind of reflect on what's going on. And so I was very quiet at that time, just like keeping to myself, trying to understand the situation. And I commend these girls. Like, it changed my perspective of all of them, because whatever I was feeling in my first couple of shifts, they literally were feeling the same way. Yeah. And then the manager, the general manager, by the way, for energy, I'm gonna be putting $30 into it. So this envelope is just for if I need like post snack or anything to keep my energy up, like a Red Bull for work, things like that. I'm gonna pull it out of this envelope. So the manager, he comes in and he finally was like, gas is getting $50. He was coming in with a calm manner. He was not, you know, coming at the girls. He was just like, all right, so I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Basically, the owner of our club, the two owners were basically saying like they felt like the department's bottle girls, the security, the bar, everyone was just sloppy. People were standing around. Like, he was just saying a lot of stuff, which made me super confused, because I felt like I was killing it. I was constantly moving, constantly cleaning the tables, constantly checking up on them. We're running around from like 10 to 2 a.m. So from 4 hours, we literally don't have a break. Maintenance is gonna get $9, and maintenance is like if I need to go get my hair done, my nails done, things like that, I'm gonna be pulling it out for maintenance. And I would be stuffing a lot more into these envelopes, but just to let you guys know that before I even started the bottle girl job, while I was in my training phase, there was a lot of things that I needed to pay for. And so I paid for them out of my pocket, and I knew that once I get paid, I would just pay it back. So just to be transparent, and I can get into it if you guys want, but I spent about $978. I know that sounds a lot, but $978 on getting ready for the bottle girl industry, buying my heels, buying my clothes, things like that. I think as of right now, I don't want to like go too much into it. Oops, sorry guys, my camera died. But maintenance got $9. The next one is new beginnings, and this is gonna get $60. So this is just an envelope for my future. Not sure what it's going to be used for, but just wanted to stuff to make sure that I have money put aside for my future. And yeah, so back to the story. General manager just comes in and he's just saying that basically our boss had like secret shoppers, so like his family members was kind of like checking out the club, and basically snitched and said like, you know, we were standing around da 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 da. The only thing that I said when I was in that meeting was he actually saying that someone in our department, which is the bottle girl department, was standing around. I'm confused. And then my general manager was like, yes. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna dive too deep into this because I don't want to put any of the girls on blast, but everyone that was on my floor, there's 2 floors to the clubs. There's like top stairs and bottom stairs. I was working with 2 other girls and they were flying. They were doing their shit. So I don't know what that person's talking about. Yeah, I have no idea. So wardrobe, I'm going to be putting $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, and $19 into wardrobe. So that's everything for the sinking funds in my bottle girl binder. I will be opening a few other envelopes. For example, I am going to be paying towards my debt. So today I'm going to be paying a good chunk. I'm gonna be putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, and 78. Which means the next time I stuff, I'll probably be paying at least half of the last $300. I want to make sure that I pay off the debt immediately so that I can start spending, my bottle girl money on my sinking funds and not worry too much about the debt that I accumulated. And then I'm also going to be stuffing another envelope. This is my emergency fund and savings. And then the envelope I'm going to be stuffing that doesn't get that much love. Where is she? She is somewhere in here. There we are. House envelope. And this envelope is going to have 1, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 75. I haven't stuffed this envelope in months. Now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. I will stuff one more thing in this binder, which is my car emergency. Well, I'm gonna put $12. And the reason why I decided that I wanted to put some money into this envelope is because I am driving my car a lot going to work. So I want to make sure that not only am I putting money in for gas, I am also putting money in for any type of repairs that I need to get done. Because imagine if I went to work and like my tire popped, I will be taking it out of car emergency, and feel like the normal wear and tear of my car is definitely gonna come from me driving to my club. Now car has 110, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So I feel like that's a pretty good amount. And the last $10 is gonna go into the challenge. So let's go ahead and find the envelope with 10. This one. So anything that I've already stuffed, I'm gonna move it like this so that I know. We're gonna be stuffing $10. Ah, it fits perfectly, you guys. I'm not gonna seal it because I'm gonna be using these envelopes again in the future. So we're good to go. Yeah, you guys, so that's why I'm going to be going into work a little bit earlier today. I need to have a meeting with him because there was a lot of confusing things, and now that I've processed it, I want to make sure that he has at least a chance to kind of explain it to me in less of a this is a meeting term and let me put this in generic vague form for the whole group to understand. I want it to be like a one-on-one so that I understand what it is exactly that he needs from me, because I'm pretty sure in that meeting he didn't want to point fingers and blah blah blah. And if it's me that needs fixing, I need you to tell me A, B, C, and D what I need to do, instead of saying, oh, in general, don't stand around. Like, that doesn't really make sense to me, because I'm not gonna keep doing the work and not go notice, you know what I mean? So anyways, that's kind of like what's going on with work. So hopefully today is gonna be a good day at work, because I'm working today and tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you guys, and I'm so happy to be able to produce this video for you guys and to show what I did with my money. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next one. Ta-ta for now.